Welcome to episode 19 of Initiated Mornings. Look, y'all, I was on this phone call this morning and I heard something very powerful. And it was actually attached to the phrase, checking your six. Now, as we was having this conversation and men was pointing to this other brother, and it was just phenomenal. So I'm just on the phone, I'm just listening like, oh my goodness, this is profound. And as they were talking, I was taking stuff in, for myself. And then when the phrase came out, checking your six, I'm like, oh my goodness, okay, I know where this is going. But the gentleman made a point to this. When we have somebody checking our six, he's like, hey, look, we are literally like, we can't really focus on behind us. If I'm walking forwards, I can't focus on what was behind me. But if I have a brother checking my six, then guess what? He's going to let me know what's going on back there. He's going to let me know, hey, there's danger. He's going to let me know, hey, be aware. He's going to let me know some things. And I'm just like, man, this is so profound. So I'm like, how many of us as men have a brother? And it don't have to be like your good friend. It can be your father. It can be your actually blood brother. It can be your cousin. But somebody really just up here just checking out six to make sure that we're good to go. To make sure that, hey, look, that nothing's going to come up behind us and try to take us out. And I'm not talking about a physical death or physical harm, but just, hey, look, what's going on? What is your perception of the things that's going on around me? Let me know, because I want to be aware. And granted, I can't catch everything all the time. I'm not going to catch everything all the time. And I thank you for you being in a place where you can see the things that I can't, and vice versa. And that's the big thing about connection. That's the big thing about having community, a community of men coming together, helping each other out, pointing to each other, and making sure that we are good to go. And I think just having somebody there to check your six is so vital. It is so vital it's so simple. It's a simple concept, but the impact of it is so great and it's so tremendous. And it's just like, man, I really need that. I really need that, because what I've been seeing and just, talking to men and even taking pages from my own life is just, hey, look, somewhere down the line, we decided to do life alone. We decided to do life alone. Even if that man is married and has kids, he has decided to do life alone. Why? It's because that man has made a decision. So, you know what? I don't need no help. I'm good. I can figure this out on my own. I can do this on my own. I can do this thing called life on my own. I can deal with the issues. I can deal with the pressures. All of those things on my own. And yeah, I've been there too. And I thought that I could, because the way that I was looking at myself, oh my God, man, you could handle this stuff. You handled challenges before, on the job with other people and things like that. Yeah, you got this. You can do this. And honestly, I was lying to myself. So those times and those moments that I needed to reach out to somebody and talk to somebody, oh my goodness, like I didn't take up on them opportunities, because I'm telling myself, and I had told myself, I got it. I got this. Until it literally broke me down. And now here I am, crawling on the ground, in a literal sense, crawling on the ground, looking, actually screaming out for help. Help. Somebody help me. And there's a lot of men that are doing that right now. And this is not me coming down on those brothers. It's not. It's just me telling the story. Hey, it's so many men out there who are literally crawling right now. And they're just desperate and they need that help. And it's like, I need you. And we hear the voice of our brothers crying out. We hear it. We hear them crawling on the ground. We do. I'm talking about these guys that you're connected to. These guys that you know. These guys that you see every day at work, on the basketball court, at the bar, whatever area. We see it every day. You see the man walking around with his head hanging low. And, and sometimes society will say, hey, look, don't talk to that man, leave him alone, let him be, he's down on his luck. And I really just think like, no, that man needs somebody. He needs somebody. So having somebody in our life, not only to just check out six, but just to be there for us, when we can just sit down at the table, judgment free, and just talk and get stuff off our chest. You know how therapeutic that is? You know how freeing that is? Just to be able to say, you know what? I just need to dump all this stuff out. I need to get it off my chest because I'm tired of holding on to it. Because the longer we hold on to it, the weaker we become. The sicker we become. Even physically, we become sick. We hold on to this stuff. And it's no good for us. It's toxic. It's no good for us. So yes, it is a blessing and it is great to have a man to sit down and say, you know what, just to be able to talk. I call it chopping up. Let's sit down. Let's just chop it up. Let's just talk. And whatever you need to say, I want you to say it. And guess what? I'm going to sit here. I'm going to listen to you. I'm not going to judge you or anything like that. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm going to be here for you, but I'm here to listen. Oh my goodness. I think we all need that. We all need that. Just not men, but women also. We need that. We need that FaceTime, not the video app. We need that FaceTime, face-to-face, in person. We need that connection. We need to know that being in somebody else's presence that really cares about me, that wants to know about me, to the point that I damn near just break down and I just start crying because I never had that before, or that man never had that before. And it's something that men are longing for, regardless if they admit that or not. It's something that men are longing for and something that men need, that when we receive it, it is so overwhelming to have that, attention, just to have that outlet. And it's like, man, oh my goodness. I've been holding on to that for years. For years. And granted, talking about some things is not going to change things immediately. But it's the start of that change. That's what it is. And that's so profound. It's always good for us men to begin again. Just because we started something and, we may have stopped or took a pause or whatever label you want to put on it. Yeah, we can begin again, even with ourselves. He was like, you know what? I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change my ways. And then we don't follow through. But guess what? You get another chance to work on that. Then on top of that, you get another chance. So even if you keep going, say, you know what? Okay, I said I was going to do this. I said I was going to do this. I said I was going to do this. But now I still haven't done it. That's when that other brother that's there for you comes into place. Hey, bro, you said 5 months ago that you was going to do X, Y, and Z, and you haven't executed on that yet. What's going on? I'm holding that man accountable, but at the same time, I'm asking him a serious question because I'm concerned. I want to know because he said this is what he wants. And if this is what he wants, then guess what? I want him to have that because the way that made him feel. If I can do this, if I can get there, oh my goodness, this will be so much greater. Yes. So why have you not executed yet? What's going on? Talk to me, brother. Well, how can I help you? And this is the time not to sit there and scold your fellow man. To scold him, to make him feel bad, to punch down on him. That's not the time for that. Hey, brother, what's going on? I need to know. I want to know. How can I help you? How can I be an assistance to you? Let me know. And then hopefully, with that being put out there, that man like, you know what? Hey, here's what it is. Because the thing is, we all have a story. We all have a story. So with me not talking about my stuff, not talking about my issues, or any man not talking about his stuff, talking about his issues, he doesn't know the very God that he's in the presence of, or the very men that he's in the presence of, somebody in that group went through that same exact thing. That's how it's orchestrated. That's how God reaches out to us. That's how that connection happens. Because the enemy will make us feel like that we're the only one in this world, the only man in this world, this whole entire world that's going through what we're going through. And it's that feeling of isolation. It's just me. I'm the only one going through this. Everybody else is out there just happy-go-lucky, enjoying life, living it up to the fullest. And I'm over here miserable, down on my luck. And guess what, bro? You're not the only one. And you haven't been the only one. And along with that, those other guys that you're talking to, those other guys that you surround yourself with, somebody in that group been through that same exact thing. And once you get through it, guess what? It's going to be another man that's going to go through that same exact thing. This is life. We need to use these stories of overcoming as testimonies, and these stories of overcoming as a way to reach back and to help out our fellow brothers. That's what we need to do. So it's vital that we have a community of men. It's vital that we have a group of men, wherever you are, whatever city, state, job, school, university, friends, whatever neighborhood. We need that. And this is just not all the foundational stuff. You know, we talking about dealing with broken hearts. We're talking about dealing with mental health. We're talking about dealing with relationship issues and communication, whatever it is. I got plenty of male friends that I grew up with, you know, and we can talk about any and everything. But I can go to those same brothers and talk about some serious stuff. And they know when a person is being serious and when a person just being, just being funny about some stuff. We know that about each other. And we reach out to each other. And it's never been a moment that we just been like, oh, no, I ain't talking about that. I'm not going to reach out to him. I'm not going to say, no, it hasn't been that way. Whenever that phone rings or whenever that text message comes out, whoever's available, hey, even if we just reach out to each other, hey, I'm just reaching out to this particular person, we link up, we connect, and we talk, whatever the issue is. Excuse me. So, men, please make sure that you have a group of men, some solid brothers that you know that you're connected with, that's going to pour into you, that's going to be there for you, that's going to be able to check your six, and you check theirs. And then y'all can sit down at the table and y'all can talk. Some real talk. Not this surface level stuff. I'm talking about some real freaking talk. Let's dig deep. Let's go deeper. Let's help each other out. Let's continue to pour into each other. If it's a prayer group, let's continue to pray for each other. Let's continue to call on each other. Just to say, hey man, I didn't want nothing. Just wanted to see how you doing. Just wanted to see if everything is well with you. Do you know how much good that does for a person? Oh my goodness, just to get a phone call. Hey bro, what's going on? Oh no, man, I'm just chilling. Oh man, I ain't want nothing. Just call and say how you doing, brother. Everything cool? Yeah, everything cool. All right, you sure everything good? Yeah, man, everything good, man. Just appreciate you calling. Because we don't get that sometimes. We don't get those phone calls. So when we get it, it's like, oh man, we hold on to that. That's an energy boost. That's a recharge for us. And it makes us feel good. So be in a group, find a group, get with your boys, your friends, when you have a guys day out, whatever it is. But just remember, make sure y'all looking out for each other. Have each other's sixes. And at the same time, be able to sit down at the table and talk about some serious things. All right? I'm out of here. Peace.